Hi everyone, it's a pleasure to have with me today Pam Vines. Pam, great to see you.
Thank you.
And Laurie Phillips. Thanks, Laurie, for coming. Laurie
Thank
Phillips,
you.
the Executive Officer for the High Country Association of Realtors. Pam, the President here in 2015 of the High Country Association of Realtors. Great to have you here with us. And first of all, if you would, Laurie, tell us about what you all do and how much you represent in terms of the number. You have 550 members throughout this area.
Yes, we
and
do.
tell us about the counties that you cover, and so that our viewers really understand what you do.
Okay, well, as you said, we have over 500 and soon possibly 4 counties. Right now we have Watauga County, Avery County, and Ashe County. And Allegheny's about to come in with us, and that'll bring another 40 people over. So we'll be close to 600 members at that point.
Yeah.
And so we have a great group of people, realtors that like to get involved in the community. And so what we'd like to talk about today is a lot of our outreach programs and how we get involved in the community. When you've got that many members in all those counties, it's really nice. One of the things that we talk about is we don't just sell houses. We're part of the community, and we're in the community. And you know, we want people to understand that and to know that.
Yeah, and Pam, tell us if you would, there's people that are agents in terms of real estate agents, but to be a member of your organization, they have to be a realtor. And tell us what makes that special.
Well, being a realtor is, first of all, you have to have a real estate sales license, but you also hold yourself to a higher standard. Realtors abide by a code of ethics that a sales agent doesn't typically do. And we also have a lot of education platforms that they can advance themselves and be even better agents. So being a realtor is just the first step, and then you can grow from there.
And tell us, Pam, first of all, your background, so the viewers will know where you're from and how you came to be a part here, be the president of the High Country Association of Realtors.
Well, I always said growing up I would never be a realtor because both my parents were realtors. Never say never. I'm into my 23rd year selling real estate, but we are a Florida family that moved up here in the late 60s without telling my age, and have been here ever since. So both my parents made a career out of real estate the entire time.
Yeah. And what's your passion for it? That you love so much about it?
I love working with the public. It's one of the biggest financial purchases most people make in their life. So they have to have somebody they can trust and rely on. And that's where a realtor comes into play. Helping people and feeling the satisfaction and the reward that they get in home ownership is fantastic.
And Laura, you and your husband were both in the Air Force,
Yes.
long time in the Air Force, and your husband's family from Deep Gap. And so whenever you retired from the Air Force, you came back here. So tell us about that and what made you then want to get into real estate.
Well, I was in real estate when we traveled from base to base. I was in the Air Force for a while, and then I got out. My husband stayed in. So as we went from base to base, it was really nice to be able to get involved with the military community and help them. I was a real estate agent, a realtor at the time, and I was able to, help them find that house. And you come in, you're at a new base, you come in and you're trying to find housing, and you've got to find it right away. You've got a family, you've got, so many things going on. And every time you move, you've got to pick up everything you have, and most of it makes it there, hopefully, and some of it doesn't. And so you're trying to, establish a new house and a place for your family. And so it was really nice to be able to help people. And then I got into mortgage, writing mortgages and things like that when I was in Florida. And then again, the title company and working with that and closing. So when we came up here and saw that there was a need, and I was able to get into one of the local offices for a while and then move into the position here at the association. And I've been there for 15 years now. Yeah. So I love it, and I love helping people, and it's really nice to be able to work with the agents and just make sure that they know what they're doing and they have the right tools to be able to help everybody.
Yeah. I tell you, and you guys do so much for the community too. And Pam, tell us, you've got a special thing now with Habitat for Humanity, and tell us about that, if you would.
Well, excited to talk about it, and it's an outreach piece that we're doing with Watauga County Habitat, and they have a subdivision, and it's in the Green Valley area, Greenwood, and they own all of the property. It's broken up into about 20 different lots. And currently there are 5 houses, and there's a need for a playground. So the High Country Association has stepped up to the plate, and we will be constructing, in fact, next week, we'll be constructing a playground for that Greenwood development. And playgrounds now are a whole lot different than I can remember. It's not
Yeah.
just a swing set, it's a big elaborate playground equipment, and you have to have the mulch and flowers and benches and trees. So we're going to step up to the plate and do the entire piece, and it's quite an undertaking. Habitat in Watauga County was started in 1987, and since that point they've built about 25 houses. So it's a great opportunity for a lot of area people to have home ownership that couldn't otherwise afford it. They do have to be able to make payments. They do repay the money. So it's based on median income, and if they fall between, I believe it's 30 and 60% of the median income for Watauga County, they qualify for Habitat housing. It takes a lot of sweat equity on their part, but it is a fantastic program, and is a good thing for our community. So this playground will go to benefit all those home sites, and we hope to see they'll all fill up. But it's quite an undertaking. We have applied for and will receive a grant from the Homes for NC, which is a foundation of the North Carolina Association of Realtors. They have agreed to throw $5,000 into our pot, which will go a long way. We also applied for and received a grant from the National Association of Realtors for another $2,000. And then we have affiliates and members and people in the community that are also pitching in. So together as a large community-based group, we're going to go out there next week. Thursday, the playground equipment goes up. And Friday, we have a beautification team that comes in, we're calling it, and we'll plant flowers and trees and mulch and make a great place. Nothing like seeing kids play in the playground.
Oh, yeah.
That's fantastic.
Walking home.
It's about a $20,000 investment altogether for
it
the
is,
playground,
yeah.
isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
It is. So we're excited and hope to see a huge turnout there.
Yeah, it's tremendous. And Habitat for Humanity is such a great organization.
really
We've had
are.
them in here often. In the various counties, they do a great job, don't they?
They really do, yeah.
And so, but you guys do a lot for the community too. Laura, tell us about the other things, because you get involved in the schools, scholarships
gosh,
for high
yeah,
school students,
yeah.
everything.
We're actually right in the middle of our scholarship right now. We do a scholarship program that covers Avery, Watauga, and Ash High School, and we have done it for, gosh, what, about
As long as
well,
I
as
can
long as
remember.
I've been there, so 15 years. And we try to pick out those that need it, and we give some money to them. We have a $1,000 scholarship that we do to each high school. Sometimes we'll split them up 500, 500, depending on the need. And so that's coming up right now. We're in the middle of that, and so we're pretty excited about that. And then we've got scholarship, let's see, we've got all kinds of donations and all that we put into the local businesses. We have Habitat, we have the Hospitality House, we do Oasis, gosh,
Hunger Coalition,
just Hunger
yeah.
Coalition, all of
Humane
them.
Society.
And we've done trucks for the Hunger Coalition and just had our Realtor members come and unload the trucks, which is a lot of fun. Have a work day there in the Humane Society. Yeah, we try to cover all 3 counties, and we try to cover as many as we can.
Also, like
So-
shoes for kids.
Oh,
you
yeah.
do, and
The
The
backpack
backpacks.
program
Backpack
and the YO program. Yeah, yeah.
That's tremendous. Yeah, a lot of people don't realize all. I mean, you're so involved, aren't
lot
you,
of
with the community?
outreach,
A lot
yeah.
of community outreach things. So you do that. So you obviously have your members who who live by a code of ethics and their work with yourselves, but you also help the homeowners too, don't you? Like in
Right.
terms of representation and at Raleigh on the state level, don't you?
Yes, we really do. And Pam can tell you a little bit more about the Homeowners Alliance. It's a new program that North Carolina Association of Realtors has put together this year, and so it's exciting because it's an outreach and informs the homeowners.
Yeah, it's a way, it's easy for us as realtors to communicate with each other because we have our network going on, but to reach out to our customers and clients is a whole nother level. So the North Carolina Association of Realtors has formed a North Carolina Home Alliance, and it's a voice for homeowners in General Assembly to keep the general public educated on issues that may come up, such as mortgage interest deduction, tax increases, tax changes. So as a homeowner, again, that's one of your biggest assets, it's your responsibility and your duty to keep up with it. So we're going to give you an avenue in which makes it a whole lot easier. And if you need more information on that, they actually do have a website, and it is www.nchomeownersalliance.org. And you can go in and sign up, and they will keep you current on anything that's going through Raleigh that may affect your home, which affects your pocket.
Yeah, that's great. So, Laura,
Yeah.
you've been 15 years now. So tell us
Yeah.
what your continued goals as you continue to work and build the Association of Realtors here in the High Country. What are your long-term goals for the association?
I think we really want to be able to be part of that community, to see safe housing, to see more housing going up. We're a destination, and I think that there's a lot of we need more affordable housing. And so to see that going up, and I am a board member for the Homes for NC, and so hopefully that outreach will come into this area and we'll be able to see that and just grow our area, but do it in a smart way. There's so many areas that grow and then they lose their ground, and do it in a smart way and help the community, be involved in the community. We have so many members that are part of the civic groups and the chamber, and just so many that are so, I don't know, active, I guess, on the local level, and just to stay in the community and be a part of it. I think it's just a real outreach for us, and we just want to be part of it, and just to grow and make the High Country the best we can.
And really, when you look at home sales up here in the real estate market, I mean, that's a huge part of our economy,
It
isn't
really is. It really is.
And Pam, so now you're the president here. 2015 is obviously a great honor to be chosen there as the president.
Mm-hmm.
What's your goals here for this year as you move forward?
Well, and I think I mentioned earlier, our platform is actually outreach. So we're reaching out to not only our members, but to government and to the communities, and letting them know we're here to help them. We want them to be successful, and we also want them to enjoy home ownership. So it's good and it's bad. Our prices have come down over the last several years, but it also makes it much more affordable for first-time home buyers. Interest rates are just remarkably staying low, and we're starting to see some good movement. Things are looking better. On the national level, our economist for the National Association of Realtors is letting us know that yes, finally, vacation home sales are picking up. Mm-hmm. So typically, we're 18 to 24 months behind everybody else. So it's coming and we can feel it. But it is a great opportunity for all those people that couldn't afford to buy homes in the Boone, Blowing Rock, Banner Elk, even West Jefferson area. Now they can. Mm-hmm. So we're helping them to step up to the plate and show them how easy it is to purchase a home.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And kind of uniquely, I mean, it's not like this across the whole country, but you guys really have control over the MLS system too. And if you would tell us, with the MLS system for our viewers,
Sure.
exactly how that works.
General public is usually confused about MLS and how it works and how to find a realtor and how to make it work for you. The High Country Association of Realtors does own our multiple listing service. So what that means is, in order to participate or be a member of the multiple listing service, you must be a member of the Realtor organization, which means that if you're going to play the game and be a part of our MLS, you have to hold yourself to a higher standard. So with the High Country Association owning MLS, it keeps an edge on who plays the game and who doesn't, and to make sure that you're dealing with a fair agent. It just seems to work real well. That's not the case in a lot of other areas. Realtor associations have lost control of their MLS. So we take great pride that the High Country is hanging in there, and we do control our MLS.
So that means that if anybody sees something on the MLS, then they can feel good that they're going to be dealing with somebody that is
Yes.
a member of your organization. Then.
Yes, Lori
Yes.
keeps us on our toes and makes sure that we all play fairly and play by the rules. So she's our mama at stake, and makes sure that that everybody's playing fair and and that the public is treated fair,
Right,
ultimately.
exactly.
So tell us again, Habitat for Humanity, you're going to do the playground. It's going to be next week.
Yes.
Tell us what days you're going to be putting the trees in and everything again.
So the
7th
the equipment goes in on Thursday, the 7th,
yeah.
and that's kind of like the men work. You know,
Yeah.
that's the tough digging holes and concrete and all that kind of stuff. And then and that's all day on Thursday. And then all day on Friday will be the beautification. So that's when the trees and the flowers and
Yeah.
the girls will
benches
come in
and that kind of thing.
and we'll help. Although there's probably some women in our industry
yeah,
that
absolutely.
could definitely, take a post hole digger and set that post. But yeah, the hard sweat work will be on Thursday, and then Friday will be the beautification and I guess the presentation to the subdivision.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
tremendous. Well,
And it's exciting because it's during the Women's Work Week for Habitat.
Yeah.
So, we're hoping to get lots of women out there and meet their quotas and
Yeah.
just enjoy it and have a good time. And we've got some of our members, our allied members, that are actually going to be bringing meals for us. So, yeah, it's definitely a group effort.
And it's very rewarding.
Yes.
If you've never done a habitat build, to get out there and know that you're doing something to help someone else is phenomenal. And it only takes a couple hours out of your day.
Yeah.
So it's great.
Be a lot of happy children there too.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it's great that you guys do that, and thanks so much for all that you do in the community with everything that you get involved with. And thanks so much, Pam. Thanks for being here
Absolutely.
with us.
Thank you.
Thanks, Laurie. Thanks for being
Thank
here with
you.
us.
Thanks
and
for having us.
Keep up the great work, and we look forward to having you back in again sometime.
Good.
And we'll be back with more of the Mountain Television Network.